Hi there, it's Craig here, and I have a taste test video right now. I've received some things in the mail that I want to talk to you about, and I want to discuss some other very important things as well, so please bear with me. I got a beer review, and I got some beer in the mail from Mike, is his first name. His YouTube name is Climb the Rockies 98, and Mike set me up, man. He sent me 10 beers of different types. And he also sent me 2 types of shisha tobacco for my hookah. He sent me a watermelon and a double apple. And I've never had the watermelon before. Oh, it smells absolutely amazing. These are sealed. They're brand new. He went out and bought them for me. Thank you, Mike. You know I like smoking that hookah. So I will have a little go at these. There's a few people out there who don't like the fact that I smoked that, but you know what? I don't even think I think it's been a month, maybe 2 since I've had it lit, so it's not a big deal really. So I'll put those down. He sent me those. Plus he sent me a bunch of beers, which I won't go over at this particular moment. He's like, there's a Saint Arnold. Sorry, I couldn't. Saint Arnold beers. And he sent me some Shiner beers. Okay, a couple of those. He sent me this T-shirt. Extra large. Awesome. Thank you. I can't stand tight clothing. And he must have known that because it's a nice big shirt and it's very comfortable. So, I can go over. All in all, he sent me 10 beers. Unfortunately, we had some casualties in transit. And 3 of the beers, I think they may have gotten frozen. This is a St. Arnold. Oh, he also sent me a note, which I won't read it. It just describes what... describes what he sent and so on, so forth. There's the note there, and he sent me a disc with the pictures of all the beers that he took, so I don't have to take them myself. Makes life a lot easier for me because I have to usually take the pictures. So he was very thoughtful and all around very kind guy. Anyway, so St. Arnold Amber beer. Here it is. I'll be reviewing the other ones in other videos, spread them out over time. Brewed and bottled by St. Arnold's Brewery Company, Houston, Texas. So, just going to see how that works out. Oh yeah, there we go. Beautifully clear. Nice and light. I'm actually I picked this one because I'm in the middle of drinking a batch of a Cooper's Dark Ale, and it's a beautiful beer, but it's dark, and I'm in the mood for a light beer right now. I don't know if you can, see how clear that is, and how the color of that. It's a very brass color. It has there's a hop thing going on in there. I'm not quite sure what the heck that is. Definitely an aroma. Something like I don't know. Can't quite tell just how to describe that. Let's just give it a taste. A very full flavor, well-rounded. I guess is the it's got the malt background. It's got a definite. I can't tell you how they made this beer, but it definitely has a nice balance between bitter and flavor. Hops. So it's a very interesting beer. Yeah, it. What do you say? It's good. It's good beer. It just has it's got a full palette of flavors in there. What hits first? The carbonation is moderate. The malt and the hops, the flavor hops are definitely on top there, but not overpowering. As I said, the carbonation is moderate. It's not overcarbonated. The head, as you can see, is a cap. Definitely with it being a little bit warmer than fridge temperature, you can definitely pick up a large array of different flavors and palettes, or a large palette of flavors. Mainly just the hop combination they use. I don't know what's in here, but it's not a Cascade kind of hop. It's not like a citrusy IPA style. It's more of a warmer hop feel to it, or flavor to it. A little less of a spike in the hop flavor area, but definitely there is some sort of hops there. Somebody a little more experienced might be able to tell you which hops they used, but I can't really tell. So thanks, Mike. Thanks, Climb the Rockies 98. Thank you so much for sending me all these beers. I will be sneaking them in periodically. I did drink one already that I didn't review because I couldn't wait to try it. It was the Shiner Bock. Now, I have to move on. I got to get some things discussed here. First of all, some of you who've been watching my channel for any length of time may know that there had been some discussion or opposition about brewing from beer kits. And I really didn't let that stop me from doing what I do. And I received a lot of support and encouragement from people, and I really appreciated that. And so it seems to me that now it's kind of gone full circle, because, and I'm glad I didn't back down, because now John Palmer and Jamil, these two guys are like world-class homebrewers. Most people who brew their own beer look up to these two. They've got their books. Well, they're the guys that are on YouTube. They're on, not YouTube, on the winning all the awards for their beers, and they've probably got plaques and ribbons and everything else. I mean, that's the deal. These are the home brewers that really are the guys that know what they're talking about. And PEI Home Brewer realized that they had recently done a audio podcast on the internet where they talk about brewing from kits, and it was refreshing to hear these guys talk about the fact that they had decided, both John Palmer and Jamil had decided to try today's homebrew kits. These are the canned pre-hopped malt extract beers that you just brew. Basically you don't boil them. You just and I know there's a few guys out there that just don't like that, and that's fine. I totally appreciate their stance on that, and that's okay. But there are others out there that will advocate strongly that you can't make good beer from one of those beer kits. And so anyway, John Palmer, Jamil also is in on the conversation as well. Both these guys had decided to try to brew these beer kits. I've been listening to this podcast, and I really had a smile on my face the whole time. And so I really want you to listen to it. I put a link down in the more info section to that. And it's about an hour long. There's the first 5 or 6 minutes is they're talking about some top tier brewing setup thing, whatever. It's sort of like an advertisement or whatever. So just be patient or skip over that part. Anyways, again, they talk about all this in the podcast. It's very, very informative, very, very enlightening when it comes to people who are just starting out, who may have heard from certain individuals on YouTube that you can't make good beer from these beer kits. That's simply not true. Okay. Also, I was recently interviewed on SpectrumRadioNetwork.com. It's a online radio network hosted by BBS Radio, and they interviewed me about home brewing. And so I gave all the information that I had at hand about that. If you missed it, you can you can go to the link in the more info section and watch it. It is a YouTube video, but it's just images, and we just put that together, and I did the interview. So if you missed it, you can watch that. We're going to be doing another one of those actually in January 25th, 2011. Mark that down. I'm going to clear my throat here. There's some motion lotion. So, January 25th, 2011, 10:55 p.m. Eastern. So do your time zone conversions there. And it will be a phone-in radio show where I'll be taking questions about home brewing. So the phone numbers will be listed. And you can also use Skype as well. I'll try to provide all this information as it gets closer up so you can easily do that. I want lots of people to call in. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get lots of phone calls, and this is giving you plenty of notice. I'll keep reminding you as time goes on through Twitter and Facebook and on my YouTube channel so that you'll know exactly when and where to go to listen and how to call in. Okay? And lastly, some of you witnessed a live streaming video that I did recently. I basically was testing it to see if it would work. I hooked up my camera, my mic. I went to justin.tv. I created an account, and I started a live stream. And then I went to Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and I put things there that said, hey, I'm live right now on justin.tv. Here's the link. And some of you came over and we had some fun. I answered some questions and we just chatted because there's a chat room in there. So you can ask me stuff, tell me stuff, and I can talk to you live on there. So it was an experiment and it worked very well. So it's justin.tv/CraigTube. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule specific times and dates. And I'll let you know ahead of time when I'm going to be live on there. And so that if you have questions, I will be able to answer them. You just chat them into the chat room, and I can answer them live. Now, what I want to see is all of us, guys who sort of, our little group, we got PEI home brewer and Weird Beer and Steel Jan and Beer 44 and all the people. I can't mention everybody, but all the home brewers that we watch each other's videos and we comment, and we have this little family that we've got. I want everybody to come in and chat and join the party, because it'll be a party. And it'll be an opened thing where if you want anything you want to ask me, doesn't have to be beer related. We'll just talk, we'll just chat, we'll do a live stream, and we'll just see what happens. And you guys will be able to chat with each other for the first time, as far as I know, live, back and forth, and sort of, acquaint yourself with each other, and all of us can have a little bit of a party there. So that will be a fun thing to have happen. This is what I've been working on. I said I would do this, and I'm working on it. So it's the start of possibly a more advanced thing where I might have phone calls and maybe a scheduled weekly live broadcast where we can answer questions on the air. So that's what I'm working on. It's a preliminary little test here I want to do. So I'll be announcing within the next few days date and time. Probably won't be... it'll probably be soon. I'll give you a couple days notice, and we'll see how many people we can get in there and have some fun. Okay, so I've received some other gifts as well that I haven't talked about in this video, and I will cover those. I've done this a little out of order here, but I do have some other things I've received, and when I do other beer reviews, I will bring these things to your attention. So if you sent me something and you haven't seen it yet, don't panic. It's coming. I have to roll these things out kind of gradually because I'm trying to keep things sort of variety wise. Trying to keep things rolling. So I want to thank Climb the Rockies 98 Mike for sending me all these beers. I'm looking forward to trying all of them. He sent me 2 of some of them, so I can do a review and I can then enjoy the other one while I'm watching Star Trek, because I love Star Trek. I've got all kinds of episodes I haven't watched yet, so that's going to be real cool. And the hookah stuff, man, that's just awesome. Have a good holiday. We'll talk to you very soon. Rate this video, thumbs up if you would. Subscribe, all that stuff, you know the deal. See you guys soon. Take care. Cheers.